my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.
All right, here we go.
Hey,
there is nobody here.
There is nobody but us, just like I like it.
There's one
nice
watching.
And creepy.
I'm just
one watching, and I think it's me.
I'm just
I'm gonna do the same.
Man, this is a hell of a show. Hell of a show. These guys are awesome. Oh, hey, Hex on Air. What's up, buddy? Thank you. Our loyal fan.
Yes.
Maddie's stream should be ending soon. Oh, he just said 47.5 hours deep. Uh-oh. Does that mean they're going another half an hour?
Yep.
Well, I thought he said...
Very skilled in math.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Like I said, 5 out of 4 in my family are bad at math.
That was good.
Yeah. So, anyways, we might as well just do what we do.
Yes.
This is my tribute Pulse chain, the Pulse bridge t-shirt.
What does it say? This is fine?
Yeah.
This is
Little
all fine.
dog, you know, drinking his coffee in the burning building. It's fine. It's all good. That's how we roll.
Hey, so I did a super chat over on Maddie's. Let me
What's up,
turn
CC?
that shit off because this is like I'm hearing their stream and you guys at the same time. That's a little much. So yeah, I just bribed him to remember that he said he would throw to us after the end of the stream. So I gave him a thing. Great stream. Congratulations to us all. Maddie, misspelled. Awesome. Rocks. And don't forget to raid Gen Hex on YouTube. And then didn't give him the fucking link. So I'm going to post the link in the chat over there. And then I'm going to go to my Twitter.
Oh, you got the link?
And I don't have the link, but I'm going to get the link. Is this it? 3 watching. What? We got some watchers. Right on.
Yeah, Christian's in there. What's
Hello,
up, Christian?
everybody?
And Gabe. Gabe needs a wrench.
He's got a wrench.
Share this bitch.
No.
He just doesn't know it yet.
We're getting there. God dang. I look like I was on a stream last night for 8.5
Oh,
hours.
man,
and
I'm
slept
telling
for
you.
4. I'm looking like I'm feeling Christ.
Yeah,
on
my
a cracker.
eyeballs hurt.
Whew. Dude, you were dying on stream. You were
I
dying
was.
live on stream. I was concerned a couple times. Like, is he going to have a stroke? Are we going to watch him stroke out right now?
It was just me being just exhausted, man. I wasn't expecting to be.
Hexo fell asleep. Have you ever seen that clip? It was like one of the first 24-hour streams that we did. Hexo straight fell asleep.
So
on
was
the stream.
somebody else with him, like talking?
Oh yeah, I
and
mean, he had a
just was like-
panel. Yeah, he had a panel.
Oh.
And then
I've seen
RG3
him.
did the same thing, dude. He nodded out on
It's
one of
tough.
these monsters. It's fucking rough.
It's
I've
tough.
seen what's his name fall asleep on stream a couple times. Hextech 16, 19. What is it?
Well, I was gonna say 16, and then you said 19. Now I'm wondering 16. I think
Hextech 16. Yeah.
I haven't seen him much lately.
Hey, Hex, what am I doing something wrong on Twitter? What's your @, on Twitter? Just Craig Waddington, right?
It's not Waddington.
Wadding. Sorry, I thought we were joking around. Like,
It's
that's
no
right. That was
Maddie. Maddie
was the
says it
sheriff.
wrong.
the sheriff of Nottingham, and then we
I
switched
said
to the
the
sheriff of
sheriff.
Waddington.
I said we should call it the Sheriff of Waddingham.
Waddingham, I said.
But Maddie, for some reason, he'll be like,
Waddington.
"Oh yeah," and you know, streamers like Craig Waddington of Gen Hex, and he said it. It's like he must know a Waddington or have known somebody with that name,
Right.
because it is a name. It is actually.
We
It
got
is our
Wookie in
name.
the house. Got Sandy
Right.
Beach. Hello, hello.
I'm tagging Richard. I'm tagging everybody.
Nice,
Like, watch
nice.
your wives and your children and your animals. Lock them up. I'm
Wookie.
tagging them all.
Sandy, what's up? New channel, so we got to do the wrenches all over again, folks. So if you don't have one, just be patient. I'll get you one. And I got to. The StreamYard channel is not the same either, and I got to get Brian signed in as an admin for the StreamYard channel too, so he could be doing moderator hammers too. So, no
everybody
toxic.
gets ranch. Everybody gets ranch.
Blue cheese or ranch.
Ranch. Okay.
I mean,
hey,
depends.
but you know this joke. You're a Midwestern boy like myself. It's like, how do you get a hillbilly girl to suck your dick?
Whoa.
You dip it in ranch.
Oh. Okay.
We usually wait till after
And
dark.
we're banned. No,
Even a
second stream, and we're gone again. Stay tuned for my Twitter when I announce my third YouTube channel.
Yeah. And yeah, I had to beat you.
I
to
figured
that
if I'm
one.
gonna blow it up, do it.
It'd have to be
It was the
like
only time I
Gen
beat
Hex
you.
5555 because I used the 369 this last time.
Right. I don't know if he noticed my super chat.
I thought you were going to say dip it in meth.
Sorry,
but
son of a bitch. Right? No, one of those crazy. You'll get like the crack jaw and chew your dick off. You don't want that.
Whoa. Hey,
Not pleasant.
so it is now cut all his hair off.
Yes, I did.
Looks good, dude. It looks good.
Like
Yes.
an hour ago.
Dude, if I had a hairline like that and the thickness, I'd be rocking the buzz cut myself. But I
Long
gotta
hair
do-
is fun, but then it's
I gotta
just
do the
it just
comb
gets to be a
over.
pain in the ass. And
try to hide.
summer in Arizona, I didn't think I could make it through another summer. It's just so hot.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
We're
It's like
hitting
the beard
100
that's-
this week.
That's why I got rid of the beard.
Thank you,
Stay
Sandy.
tuned.
Thank you,
Stay
Wookie.
tuned after the stream. Toby is going to run around with a big hammer, hitting barrels and going after the big gorilla at the top of the ladder.
I have to save the princess. Yep. I do have some micro doses of mushrooms, so I could just run around and eat those like Pac-Man
Oh.
pellets, just like off my
Oh
floor.
my
or
god, I
something.
haven't done that in
That would be
decades.
crazy.
That and wash it down with some of that energy chocolate, and you should be
No
good.
doubt. Yeah,
You
that
want a
was like
vacation for a week? There you go.
blessing and a curse last night, bro.
I put Christian in a timeout for his comment.
You son of a bitch.
I didn't even see it.
What did he say?
Says I look like a taxpayer.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, dude. You're
Thomas
3 minutes.
Turner, what's up, brother?
put in the timeout. Harsh with the fucking ranch dressing. He dropped the ranch on him.
We should put Toby in a timeout for the hillbilly joke.
Come on now. Come on now.
Hey, I
boy.
used to be on. I would go on F and Hangout and be on stream
Yeah, in time.
and get
yeah.
and get timed out in the chat at the same time.
No, I remember one time you were timed out in chat and then brought on stream while timed out.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah.
RG don't like the short jokes.
He's not actually that short. You know, I mean, it's like he's like my height. He's like maybe an inch. I mean, he's probably like 5'9", 5'10", sometimes 5'11". So
I
it's
think-
like he's not short. You know,
I think what it is
He's not short.
when you're in a position of whatever, not a celebrity, but
Notoriety.
when
Right.
people see you and they know you, and then when they see you in person, maybe I almost think of it as a compliment because they think highly of you enough that they expected you were taller. You know, you have this
Right.
grand persona that they just figured you were a bigger person.
Well, when I met our Jim Rat Crypto in Vegas, he walked up to me. I'm helping set up and stuff. He walked up to me, put his arm around me, goes, "I know this guy." And I'm looking at him like, "Who the hell are you?" I thought he was like 6 foot something. He's like shorter than me.
It's all relative. I mean, all you see is the camera, right? So
Yeah.
like what isn't Hoddle Dog like 6'15" or something? I heard Hoddle Dog was really tall.
5 out of 4.
Yes, good at math.
So, our ratio is good. We got 11 watching and 10 likes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of people watch us, but the people that watch us are loyal.
Well, I think I
Yeah,
tweeted it out.
6'10",
already.
what?
Huddle
Yeah,
Dog
I
at
did.
6'10".
So I got any
6'10".
action tweet.
Wow, that is like freakish. Sorry,
Yeah, he made Richard look short when he was next to him.
wow, crazy.
Yep. Hey, dude, no pressure, but like Maddie's got 739 watching. So if he raids you, They're
That'd be
coming.
great.
But I'm going to have to tap out for a minute. As I told you before we got on, it's like I'm helping a buddy set up a validator as we speak with a Zoom call with Feeder. So they're waiting on me.
How
I
many
just
you
want to
got
be here
running?
at the top of the show real quick to say hey. And then I am just going to go back to the green room ever so quietly, wrap this shit up, and then come back and join you guys for some, for anybody that's not burnt out after 48 hours of live streaming, they can come hang with the Gen X crowd, right?
Yep, at least for a little bit. I don't know that we're gonna. We definitely aren't pulling 8 hours.
No, I mean, look at us. We're still haven't recovered from yesterday. So
hey, we've done a couple that were pretty. Back in the day, we had some streams on this. Like we'd be streaming for like 4 hours, and then Johnny Chaos would come on.
Yeah,
that's
And
it.
it was like
I didn't have my beauty lighting on, so much better. You can see the deep furrows of my crow's feet and my laugh lines and my receding hair and
There you go.
all of it so much clearer. God bless you. All right, boys, I'm super stoked to stream with you. I know last week didn't work out as anticipated because I was doing validator stuff, but I'll be right back. So hopefully you guys will start getting some people and the flood will come in, and then it's up to you if you think it will help or hurt retain those new viewers if you tell them I'm coming back. If you think that's going to drive your audience away,
we'll
I'll
have
just
to
make
make
it
a
a surprise.
decision.
Yeah,
We'll have to
you
make a
guys vote.
decision on that.
You guys vote. I'm gonna take my earbuds out, so I'm not gonna hear the shit talk. So you guys, I have the utmost faith you'll make the best decision for
Just
your channel.
green room, and just let me know when you're ready to pop back up if I don't see you.
Cool, guys. All right, thanks.
All right, thanks, bye.
ciao.
Get out of here, Kick Rock's kid.
Are you gonna leave him there? Or?
I thought he could take himself down.
No, not only. If
Oh, that's right. He would have had to like leave the thing. Anyway, so just so they don't think we ignored him, let's see. We got Christian, who's probably out of timeout by now. Gabe, Thomas Turner, Hex on Air, Sandy Beach, of course. Wookie,
Refined Hayseed just jumped in.
Firefighting. Yeah, I got Hayseed. Should have a wrench next time he talks. I think I got it. SWA. Everybody gets a wrench. Everybody gets a wrench, just like the old channel. Let's see what we got. Mine says 93 subs, but I know that can be refreshed. If you haven't subbed yet, please sub. We're trying to get back to the kind of numbers we used to have, which I don't even remember where we left off there at the end.
I was like
Maybe
1100 or something.
1100 or so, yeah. So trying to rebuild here, folks. Don't know. I know it's been a crazy week.
Yes, it has.
Been a crazy weekend already. Maddie's 48-hour stream. Been awesome guests and speakers on there. I said I was on there for 8 hours last night, man.
Yeah, I can't. I
From
was passed out.
9
after an
p.m.
hour.
9 p.m. till 5 o'clock this morning, and I slept like a rock, man. It's crazy. Lies beat the truth. What's going on, bud?
Supplies.
So, if you're on Twitter, I did tweet. There should have been a tweet for the live stream. I know there's a lot of people. I mean, when there's 726 people watching Maddie's stream, plus I think wasn't Corey Costa still interviewing? What's his dude?
I don't. Who?
Stone.
Roger Stone.
Roger Stone.
That's like right now, isn't it?
It was 5 o'clock, but I don't know how long he was interviewing him. So I mean, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. And let's see. I'm thinking maybe these guys might be done in another 15 minutes on Maddie's stream. I don't know. I don't remember what time they started. Or if they're counting into the time where they were off, because like I said, Briz. Oh man, Briz was one of Tangent, Briz, and Maddie were pretty much the main moderators, right? Like running his stream. And Briz was up for a while. I mean, I get it. He's probably exhausted. And then he went to go. Maddie was back and he went to go. And he's like, okay, guys, thanks a lot. See you later. And when he left, he closed the browser, which ended the broadcast.
He pulled a tin top.
He pulled a tin top. And all of a sudden, we're all sitting in the green room with Maddie, and Maddie's like, oh no, Briz just ended the stream. And then he had to, and Richard had just tweeted the stream. So I had to he had to start it up again and get the stream going again. And then Richard, a few minutes later, tweeted the new link. So Richard was definitely listening yesterday.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm sure.
No pressure or anything when you're sitting there babbling for hours and hours, knowing that the founder of our thing is listening to what you're saying. I'm probably blocked on Twitter now. I don't even know it. I'm just kidding. He posted that if you like free coins, post your address. Not guaranteeing you get any or not, but I just want to see. It'd be fun to see how many people do. And I created a wallet address that was like 0x000 hey dum dum 369 something something.
Why?
A lot of people were. Some people weren't putting their real addresses. They were just putting funny stuff, on there.
Tin top in the house. Did you hear that, Tin top? Brizology pulled a U on Maddie's stream.
Yeah. And it's weird because just as his camera was going, like when it blinked off, you could tell he clicked, and there was that one frozen second where he was like, I wonder if you go to that particular stream and go to the very, very end, if you can see it. Good stuff, man. I don't know where Hexiest and John Boy are, but it is. No. It's not a holiday weekend. That's next weekend, right? Memorial Day is the week, not this week, but next week. So, anyways, I was gonna say last weekend was Mother's Day, I think, and then
Yep,
it's been a pretty active couple weeks because you got to figure ever since Richard said Paul Shane's going to launch within the next 7 days, and then it launched, and then
I didn't think it was gonna. I thought 7 days was going to be the new meme for 6 months.
Well, maybe. And then once it launched, then we knew he had talked about the bridge opening with supposedly within 48 days or 48 hours. And I don't think, let's see. I don't remember. I didn't look at the timeline, but I think it was more than 48 hours before the bridge opened. Because the consensus used to be like once we launch, then 48 hours later, the bridge will open. And I think it was more probably like close to almost 3 days, I think. So
I don't remember exactly. I just know it was during Hex Token stream.
oh my God, did he call you a dumpster diver?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Went to Mexico Monday, got my teeth cleaned.
I remember you telling me, yeah.
Down across the border.
Uh-huh.
And eye exam and all. And my friend that I went with, she bought like $300 worth of jewelry. And when we got back, we gassed up at this gigantic gas station, a big QT station down in Mesa. And I was cleaning out the garbage from the trip, water bottles and such. And I threw away what I thought was a couple empty bags.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, one of them had her jewelry in it. So we went back down looking in the dumpster because the girl that works there was in the middle of emptying all the garbage cans into the dumpster. We were diving around in this dumpster for a half hour or longer and couldn't find it. So I felt like crap. Figure I'll just get the girl get her $300 tomorrow, the next day. And about an hour after she dropped me off, or I dropped her off, I came home and she called me. She went back down to the gas station. She got like a vision. Something said, go back. Sure enough, there was one bag we didn't open and check. And that was the bag. She found it.
Was the gas station in Mexico or just on the way?
Oh no, it was in Mesa, Arizona.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you had to keep going back into Mexico just to get this bag, that would have been horrible. Like finally, like a black SUV pulls you over, and they're like, "Okay, what's going
Oh,
on here?"
first of all, it was like a 3.5 hour drive to where we
Okay,
went.
they're
But the
like,
gas station
"You're
was a
going
half
back and
hour.
forth. You're obviously getting your stuff dropped in the trash can. You're picking up your mule."
It was a half-hour drive from the town we're in to the gas station. So
Uh, so happy, Dev, Kyle,
Thomas
Steve-O,
Turner,
King Crab
I've been
Fisherman.
wondering about that too. Wondering when they're going to get that fixed. Um, I don't know where they're getting data from, but I think it's the same way Hex Daily Stats, because when they had the pulse chain up next to Hex, it was the same data. It was the same outrageous prices.
You talking about when you pull it up and it says that like ink is $125,000.
Yeah.
What do I have?
Let me see where that is.
Somehow. I'm sorry. Somehow I had way too many browsers up.
It shows Hex at $242 on Pulse Chain.
Yeah. So,
Shows USDC on Pulse Chain at 8,500.
oh, he's telling people to rate us. um, yeah, I was asking about that yesterday because you kind of have to wonder if some of the people that were, hey, KD, what's going on, buddy?
Here comes everybody.
Now everybody gets wrenches here, unless you are a bad person. So you get a wrench.
Paul Sachs, Marco, what's up? Orion.
Paul Sachs, what's up? Marco the Hexagon, what's up, man? One of my favorite people in the community. Not just saying that, man. You're a good dude. I like you. I'm trying to hand out wrenches here. So we were talking about.
You're gonna be busy.
Oh my gosh!
Everybody hit the subs too. We could use some subs on a new channel.
Yeah. So our old channel, basically, long story short, got deleted. So if you would please subscribe, we're trying to get our count back up to even close to where we used to be.
Yes, new haircut about an hour ago.
Stream every Saturday again. Holy crap. Okay, guys, this is awesome. Thank you so much. Maddie must have
thrown it out.
I know he said last night that we would do this. I was on Maddie's stream last night for 8 hours. So I may look a little tired. So
somebody got timed out already?
Really?
SMO Spider.
He said subbed and he got, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Did he say something before that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe a buddy like I timed out CC and Wookiee the other day. Superman was pissed.
So if you're new to the channel, everybody gets a wrench. That may seem weird. There's a reason for it. You know, people tend to be nicer in a channel when they have a wrench. So if you abuse it, you know, obviously it gets taken away. You can't just come in here and don't insult the guests. Don't pick fights. Don't FUD. Don't do all that stuff. So what's an Anon? Anon is a average Joe pleb. I know Tangent was saying that a lot last night. That's his way. If he calls people Anons, like just randos.
Anonymous. Yeah, random.
Yeah. No, just everyday anonymous, you know, people. Hey, Maddie.
Maddie, what's up?
Thanks for the shout out. Inundated with people here. Please subscribe. We will be here every Saturday again, trying to get our sub count back up. If you guys were leaving Maddie's stream, which I'm guessing most of you were,
we're at 134 right now.
I think it went really well. I don't know exactly how many hours Maddie was streaming, probably the majority of them, but there's a lot of awesome people over the last couple of days on there. I thought Tangent did an amazing job. Tangent is a smart guy, man. If you don't watch his content and stuff, he's very good at breaking stuff down. He knows what's going on. So much respect for those guys. Much love to all the Aussies and Kiwis.
DJ Cryptomatic.
We have a great community. Our Aussies and Kiwis, we have a really solid hexagon, pulsagon. I am trying to get these wrenches out. So if you don't have one yet, just bear with me.
You're like the bridge. You're trying to get everything synced.
Yeah,
trying
sort
to
of.
get the wrenches synced.
Jake, that's not why we don't like you. That's a lot of other reasons. I don't know who you are. Let's see. Optimally. So I'm trying to say hi to everybody. So we got slammed a little bit there, so just bear with me. Bearded Saint, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? All you guys. So just real quick, so you know, old YouTube channel got deleted. That was pretty much my fault. Long story. Tried to start the new one, then couldn't stream on it. Then there was a bunch of stuff going on, holidays and other things. And then, to be honest, I just kind of mentally was like to even try to start it up again. So Toby One had come to visit several weeks ago. We were talking, went to a concert. And Freddie, what's up, buddy? DJ Cryptomatic's in here too. Anyways, I was talking to Toby and said, he said, hey, what's going on? You're not streaming? You're going to start streaming again? I was like, yeah, I've been thinking about it. And then we're like, screw it. Let's do it Saturday. And then Pulse Chain launched like the day before. So, it looked sus. Then we come back. Here's the invite too for StreamYards if anybody does want to jump up, if you feel like it. No big deal. I know everybody's been streaming for 2 days. So yeah, we had planned on coming back and streaming, and then boom, Pulse Chain happened. Like it was perfect coincidence. But just to clarify, we're not back just because Pulse Chain is out now. That's not the thing. We're not streaming anymore till Pulse Chain comes out. It wasn't like that at all. So, but if you get a chance, please sub the channel. And if you want to jump on, there is the link. I just put it in chat. If anybody wants to hop on for a little bit, say hey.
Oh shoot, I didn't have it on live chat. Sammy's in there. What's up, Sammy? You got it on live chat?
Oh, Fat Sammy, what's up, dude? There we go. He didn't have a wrench from last week. So everybody gets a wrench. Thanks, Orion. This is my bridge, Pulse Bridge shirt. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's fine. Again, we were talking about the bridge and everything the last couple of days and the streams and stuff. And if you've never used a bridge before, they take time. They always do. They always take time. So if you've got money, if you got something in the bridge and you're still waiting, just be patient. It'll come out eventually.
Do they always take time? I've never used one.
The only one I've really used was from B&B to Matic a couple years ago. And let's just say it takes long enough that you start sweating after a while, like, and then eventually it just shows up. It just, it's a process. What's up, Doug?
Bitcoin in a bull market took like 6 hours sitting there sweating it.
I have no idea how many different transactions have to take place for it to take your tokens. Then I'm guessing create or mint a new wrapped token for the other side, and then use your token as a placeholder and process all that before it finally then sends you the wrapped token to your address, right?
It probably does it in bunches, so it's waiting for certain things to build up to a certain threshold and then swaps them or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I never researched enough to find out. Fox Mulder, you said chat died. I don't know. Chat dead. There's 57 people in here, so I don't know how much you're probably used to chat with 700 people from the last stream.
I show 60. Oh, 57 now. 3 people gone.
There we go. Another Kiwi. What's up? Still at 48 hours and no funds. Alan, I've heard people say it's been taken like around 50. So maybe you're getting close.
Wookie says, how was Superman as a sidekick? Oh, wait, what?
Superman has a Wookiee for a sidekick. He must be his sidekick.
Oh.
Okay, so there we go.
I can barely understand those people when they talk, let alone type.
Aussie hate.
Nah,
Sammy, what's up, man? Everybody I'm hearing with the bridge is basically numbers around the low 50s that it took for it to show up. So if you put something in the bridge, give it a couple days, and then if it hasn't shown up, give it a few more hours. And it sounds like that's probably about what the standard's been.
I'd say the best thing about Pulse Chain so far is that finally Brian's got enough money to get a haircut. You're like a new man, bro.
Thanks, man. I didn't pay a dime for it. My nephew's girlfriend across the street.
Let me see the side of that fresh cut there. Wow, look at that. The ponytail's gone. Times are changing. Awesome, bro.
He went from, hey man, what's up, to hey, would you like to join my campaign and my Dungeons and Dragons team?
You're running for office now, Brian. Is that what's going on?
I didn't get a haircut.
Hey, we need another wizard.
That was my first haircut since pre-COVID, like a year before COVID. Maybe 2 years. I don't know.
I have to make fun of myself.
Right? I thought, what's on the t-shirt there? It's like a burning dog.
Oh, his dog.
It's the everything's fine dog.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's for the pulse
bridge
ramp. Pulse bridge, yeah.
It does look like everything's fine. It's like we're getting a slow
it's fine.
Money coming
it's
through.
Fine. You know? Everything's fine.
What's the sync rate percentage up to?
I've been out all day, but I did check on Telegram, and it looked like there were, last time I checked.
Brian, I was teasing about the Dungeons and Dragons because I've been 3D printing.
Have you?
Oh, wow.
And well, you can't hardly see it. This one here, I've got it primed and
nice.
Kind of dry brushed, and I have to paint it. But yeah, so I've been making this kind of stuff and 3D printing it. So I'm turning into a
50.4.
Can you be like a boomer nerd? I'm not a boomer, but
you're definitely a nerd.
Becoming bigger nerd as I get older is that thing. Chad, what's up, dude? Does your daddy know you're still awake? Oh no, it's still early. You could be awake, Chad.
How do you say that? Anonymous. Superman. Anonymous.
Zukro. Anonymous Zukro. I don't know. I'm going to stick with the mess. Academiciated.
What was the thing Superman couldn't say early on? That you.
I said instead of hexagons, I would say hextokenicons. Hextokenicons or whatever, and he could never say it, and he just thought I was trolling him. Hextokenicons. Yeah, that's right.
I tell you what's exciting, guys. My friend JB, Post Christians on Twitter, he did a live stream the other day, and he just broke down, how Hex did that 10,000x, or certainly some of the things that helped it, right? Mm-hmm. And it was talking about the activity of the kind of OA wallet, right? And what was amazing was
Pulse Batoots.
Yeah, and it's just what was amazing is the way the price was supported. Like it was distributed into all these wallets, and they just kept buying back Hex, constantly. And now we've seen all that money that got sent to PulseX and Pulse, and you're getting those fudders out there going, oh, why didn't Richard provide liquidity? Oh, you know. And what's going on is you're actually getting a first bite at the apple here. You're getting a chance to grab some of that before RH puts a load of liquidity in there. So I think that's really cool. And you've seen now some money shift around on chain, and you've got like a 6 million there, 5 million there, a couple 100,000 there. And if we can look at what happened to Hex, my prediction, I think it's very reasonable prediction to make. I think we'll start to see some of that sacrifice money come in and start buying up Pulse, start coming in buying up PulseX. And if you're a Hexagon, or like me, a Pulse Bitcoiner, or whatever, a Texan token holder, whatever Pulse chain project, if you're creating liquidity with Hex, with PulseX, with Pulse, then you're gonna really enjoy the price benefit from that. So I think this is super exciting time. What, 2.5x up from sacrifice? Man, we're just getting started here. I mean, you know, we're in the first phase of this bridge money coming in. We haven't even had the OA account start to buy up. We haven't even had the fiat on ramps.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, we haven't even had some of our onboards engaged with Pulse. So I think we shouldn't rest on our laurels, but we should be optimistic here. I think things are looking really great.
I'm very much looking forward to the on-off ramps. To me, the prices that they reflect, they're not real till you can actually get it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and then in the future, any assistance to get on and off of Pulse Chain
without needing
a bridge or something will help us onboard people to Pulse Chain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because right now, even contemplating a friend that barely knows anything, that you barely got onboarded for ETH Hex, to try to get them on Pulse Chain, unless they have a copy or you got a sack or something.
It's kind of a beautiful thing, Craig, because right now, as I say, you've kind of got this limited hangout at the moment for kind of hexagons, right? So the people now that are trading on this network, yes, we can sell into something and bridge it back over to Ethereum. We can take profits if we want, but no one's really doing that.
Not yet, no.
Because
wasn't there a big purchase yesterday that did that?
Oh, I'm not sure. But I'm saying the general consensus is, right, it's an effort to get here. So it's an effort to get in here, right? You've got your money through that bridge. In a way, the kind of that waiting for your money to bridge over, it's almost kind of been a blessing, because it's kind of, it was an instantaneous gratification. So, me and my friends, we put some money in, and some of us had to wait up 36 hours. And eventually that came in. And now you're like, wow, it was almost like a process you were thinking about the whole time. And you think, right, what I wanted to buy at the start of the bridge might have changed now. I might be playing it slightly different. And I think that it's like waiting in a club, isn't it? Waiting in a queue, in a line for a club you want to go into. It's not necessarily a bad thing, And yeah, I just think it's really super bullish. I think it's the first kind of play test that we all get to do.
Well, it's kind of like, wow, this is a weird analogy, but bear with me. When you're 16, what you think you want in a girlfriend is different than when you're 18 or when you're 20 or when you're 25 or 30 or 40, right? And when you're sitting there all psyched up about getting over there and what you're going to swap for what and everything else, and then you're watching the market and the ratio trading going, and by the time, man, this is really not a good analogy for the whole what you win in women. Maybe I just need to get out more. Anyways, my point is, you're right. By the time you finally got it, your whole game plan strategy may have changed, because now you're looking at the market and you're like, holy crap, man, I would have thought a ton of people would have dumped PLSX for PLS that didn't get on the sack. Yeah. And then you actually see the ratio going back the other way. It was almost like, around 4-1 at one point.
4-1
and then it was back to 3.
I tell you what, I saw it going. I was on Pulse Chain within the first 5 minutes, and I managed to trade PulseX for a 1-to-1 ratio.
He was the one I was telling you about, Craig. I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to say it, but he just said it.
Oh,
It was too fast, 1-to-1.
I got a 1-to-1 ratio,
ouch.
and then at one point it went from a 1 to 300 ratio, 362 ratio.
Yeah.
So basically, someone obviously a whale came in after me, and just went full send.
I heard there was people getting
millions. It must have been millions.
Somebody got like a crap ton of PLSX for Pulse at one point.
So at that point, I saw that I could get 300x by trading back, but I just didn't trust it. It was all going crazy at that point. I thought, no.
Well,
I wouldn't trade. I couldn't see trading my Pulse X for it, and I missed the Pulse sacrifice. So I traded some of my.
I missed the Pulse sacrifice too.
I could be wrong
for Pulse because
I could be wrong, but I think there's better ways to do that. I think sit on your Pulse and Pulse X that you got for your sack if you got any. If you want more, that's fine, but don't take away from those two. Take your copies of stuff or bridge something over, and then get more.
Trade things that are not finite that you can get more of later if you want them.
I would just say just build your bag in stuff that I'm getting so many people go, oh, am I too late to grab this? Oh, this is done a 3X, it's done a 5X. It's like, no, dude, you're still in the first 5 minutes of this thing. Zoom out for a second. Get a grip.
We're still super early because you know it's going to ramp up.
Of course,
more excitement, more people getting over the bridge. People that weren't even involved in this before it launched, that didn't even heard about it. Now they heard about it. It's going to go, and then you're going to have people that are going to sell off as soon as we 4X or 5X or something. There's people.
Yeah, but I've got through. I think everyone's expecting this. Like
there'll be opportunities to buy it.
That, but I don't think it's going to happen that naturally. I think this dissipation we've had.
It typically happens though. If you look at any launches or what do you call them? There's another term for launches, but
are they called launches?
Not an IP. There's whatever.
I can't remember.
But typically you see it. It's like everybody's wanting to get in, and then you see it drop, and then it goes again.
Everyone enters the market at the same time, and they get out at the same time. And I think this has actually been beneficial. This slow release, which was not by design, has actually delayed people's entry, and this drip feed. I think it's actually been
ICO.
healthy.
Thanks, Donald.
ICO.
Yeah,
I think. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's been healthy. This kind of slow. Liquidity provided.
And the other thing is, it's not even about human patterns or psychology. There's freaking bots involved nowadays too, right?
Yeah.
So regardless of what you think the average person would do, somebody's already programmed bots to do stuff. So some of it's kind of predetermined that it's going to happen. But my point is, as much as I would love to see this stuff go 1,000x like over the next 6 months, there's going to be dips and new all-time highs, and people are going to get to a point and they're like, okay, I sacked X amount of dollars. Now it's worth this amount of dollars. And if I get out now, I'm set for the rest of my life. There's going to, just like with Hex, there's people that end staked Hex when it was 50 cents, sold it, and probably retired. Right.
Shoot, I remember a guy that
they won't be here when it's $1, but they.
I remember a guy that early end staked, paid $6 million in penalties and walked away with $2 million. That's life changing money, and that was in the middle of COVID. You don't know what's going on in his life.
See, to $2 million to some people is that's what I sacked, and then to other people it's like, oh my God, that would change my entire life. I could. Build a house over here on grandpa's property and never have to work again. You know what I mean? It depends on your lifestyle. Hell, there's people right now, they bought a house a few years ago for $150,000 and now it's worth, close to $400,000. So even the value of money,
I've been
inflation
saying
is boosted so
saying
fast
this for a long time when I play with the Hex Calc. When I'm onboarding people, like, look, this is what you could have. The problem is, in 15 years, what's $1 going to be worth?
Hang on a second. Chat jumped on me, and I accidentally took a wrench from somebody. Sorry about that. Trying to
That's having fun. Bob always makes it fun.
Well, I always forget. Shocked Pineapple. Sorry about that. I missed you earlier. I got you a wrench. I scrolled back up.
Nico Collard.
Yeah, what is it? The vision says, "What is a mill nowadays?" Yeah,
Exactly.
What is a million? It's like a million will buy you a loaf of bread in a few years.
It reminds me of so most people by now, I think, have seen Idiocracy, right? The movie.
Oh yeah, that's great.
And their
I
money,
love money,
their cash, it's like $1 million bills and stuff like that. It's like that's like handing somebody a 20 or something. It's like this Brazilian dollars and stuff. It's like the amount of money, the numbers on it have got just escalated so high. And I was talking to somebody about this not too long ago, but I think it is Japan, and actually, Crypto King and Papa Boner, I think, both live there. They probably know if they still do this, but I'm pretty sure Japan changed the color of the yen every so many years. So you have to take like your blue yen in and swap it for red yen to get the new currency that's going to be the correct currency. And that's how they deal with counterfeiting and money hoarding and tax evasion and stuff like that. So they know how much you have, because you have to swap it for the next color, because the old color won't be any good after a while. I think it's Japan.
Well, the yen is Chinese, isn't it?
No, the yen is Japanese.
yen.
China is I think pebbles and seashells.
Bats.
No, yeah, bat teeth.
Yeah.
Bat teeth and pigtails.
Oh god.
I don't know what the China is the yuan, isn't it?
I thought it was the yen.
Something like that.
yen is Japanese, I think.
Okay.
Yuan. And then if you're Chinese and you move to Mexico, then you could actually be yuan. No, wait. If you're Mexican and you move to China, you could be yuan making yuan on a 1-to-1 ratio. I don't know. I'm saying I'm going to get in trouble. Somebody's going to think I'm being racist. Okay. Moving on.
You Americans, your casual racism.
Our blatant casual off the cuff racism. Just, hey, you other person that doesn't look like me. Let me throw some insult your way. Sorry.
Juan's on third.
It's a home one. Grand Swam, home one. Okay, sorry.
Someone was saying that when they go to a Chinese restaurant, they're like, "Why is it always ready in 5 minutes? Why is it ready so quick? That makes me suspicious."
It's stir fry, man. That wok is ready to rock.
Hot wok, yeah, it's a hot wok.
Hot wok, ready to rock.
Yeah.
Not that they cooked that stuff yesterday. It's not what happened at all.
I don't think. Do you guys think that? Obviously, China are massive in cryptocurrency. Like India are massive. Nigeria massive. Like in terms of population percentages that use crypto. But
hey, look, there's a monkey in the cage. I got to bring him up. You ready, monkey? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
But I was saying though, in China, do you guys think we even have do you think we have much exposure in China?
What's up?
How's it going?
Get my ears in. What's up, dude? My favorite Brit.
Were you waiting long, man? I'm sorry, I didn't see you down there.
What did?
Oh no, I just hopped over here. It was.
Okay. I'm sorry, you didn't miss anything. I was just being apparently an asshole racist for a second. I didn't mean to be.
Oh, yikes. So we did have 100 and some followers, and now we're down to 48 after you scared them off with your.
I think some of them just did a token like, okay, come in, hey, and then, which is fine. It's not like it's not like we have breaking news over here. Actually, we do.
How much were we up to?
Right. It's a hangout.
I think you're doing good. I think you had 60, and now you're still on 47. It's pretty good.
I don't know. I was too busy trying to throw wrenches.
Yeah, right on.
But it's fine because
how are we looking on subscribers?
People have watched a 2-day stream.
93 to what?
I mean, people have just been watching a 2-day stream, so I don't,
Apparently that's not enough.
It'd be
for
different
them.
if we had some crucial news, which actually, jokes on you, we do have crucial news for all those people that left. I'm giving away. No, I'm just kidding.
All my test posts.
Oh yeah, we did.
All the test posts,
Well,
pulse must go.
Craig,
Huh?
I don't know if you were. I think you were in there for part of it, but like Hex Tangent and I went ahead and announced that we were launching a series of tokens.
Yes, I was there.
There was the Burn Baby Burn token,
the straight
there
jacket
was
token.
the Keep It Simple Stupid token. There was the straight jacket token for all the haters that are going to lose their minds. We actually buy a physical straight jacket for them.
Yeah.
What was the other? The adult diaper.
The adult diaper, astronaut
So we
diaper
have a whole series.
was my idea. That was for long streams.
That's yours,
That-
right?
Yes, that was my idea. So just want to make sure we're
And
clear
then
on that.
And then there was an extortion. There was an extortion one for being able to use AI to pretend that you've perpetrated a kidnapping to get grandma to like pay to get her granddaughter released, but you're not actually kidnapping anyone because
Nope.
it's all AI.
It's all
So
AI.
there's that one. Not
Yeah.
all of them are buy and burn, but the Burn Baby Burn one is 100% burn. So
Yeah.
everything you buy, it's
Doesn't
immediately
even-
burned.
doesn't even go in
of
your
the tokens
wallet.
Are burned. It's like
Yeah.
There's a
As soon as you
potential of
purchase it,
negative
it goes straight to the burn address. It doesn't
Imagine
even
it.
hit your wallet. It's gone. It's worth a lot because nobody can get it, but you just don't actually
Burned.
get any because
Burned.
yeah. Those are all terrible ideas, and I'm
it's
with you
full
on
on
every one of
galaxy
them.
brain.
Yes.
Next level shit. Right. And
That's
the
what
thing
happens
is,
when you're
any
up
of
at-
those websites that you go to check out.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're
That's what
50
happens
years
when you
old
stay
and
up
your
till
brain is, like,
5 in the morning.
short-circuiting because you've been up too long.
Live streaming. Yes. You come up with ideas like
Or eight,
like the diaper
or
token.
8:30.
Yes.
Dude.
That's good times.
I was up till like 8:30 with him, but it was fun. But the cool part is like, and I don't know for those that may have watched last evening when Hex Tangent came on, Maddie had a cool little intro for him, and the kind of the dovetailing of all of our silliness with the token ideas was if you go to any of those websites, it literally just routes you back to hex.com, and then it's a video of him saying, "Shut the fuck up." So,
Yeah.
like, don't do these other silly things. This is
If you don't know
all
what
smart assery.
if you don't know what Toby and I are ranting about, it was when we were on stream last night. It was so slap happy at some point where we were just making up. He was talking about
It's standalone, man. It's like people
yeah.
get it.
So we're not insane. It was sleep deprivation, pandemonium.
Well, we were
Good
being
times.
smartasses. It's like because you deal with we were talking about how stupid people are, right? And how people get themselves wrecked by like there's dusting attacks and other stuff. You're going to MetaMask support and they're asking for your seed phrase, what the fuck, and you're giving it to them, like all these stupid things. So I think we were just kind of riffing and being smartasses about the levels of stupidity that get people wrecked, including shitcoinery. So then that's where we went down this weird comedic side path of like the keep it simple stupid token.
Yeah.
The adult diaper token, the whatever.
Well, I
We had
thought
fun with it. I mean, from the chat, I saw some people laughing along, but
I thought the diaper
not for
token-
everybody.
I thought the diaper token would help clean up some of the shit coins.
Depends.
yeah, right. Oh yeah, if you want to store your shit
Depends.
coins, you can.
That
do
would
it
be
in our
the
special hopper.
symbol.
It's included
Depends
with the
token.
diaper token. Depends. It all depends. That's perfect. Yeah, that's the incentive token that you get with the adult diaper
This
token.
incentive token.
Depends.
If you have to stake your diaper tokens to get depends. Yeah.
If you have packed your diaper token with shit coins to the point they are about to overflow,
Yes.
it depends,
Yes.
whether or not you need to do a fork, right? Or whatever. And then you get the incentive token, depends. So,
Yes.
but yeah, it was just absolutely smart assery beyond.
And it's all about.
I had a great time with Hex Tangent. It's like, man.
Well, it's all about holding those tokens too for as long as possible.
For as long as you can until it hurts and you have to release them
Sometimes
into
you just
the blockchain toilet.
just when you got to go, you got to go.
Your hands, you might get some on your hands.
It's called slippage.
How filthy do
That's
you want to get?
slippage. It happens.
Be very careful with
So
that.
who's in the chat? Have we got?
Be careful with slippage in these day and age. Very
Yes.
careful with that.
You got to watch the slippage when you're trading the diaper tokens.
Yeah, you don't want the boys out the barracks, do you?
Yeah, right.
So in chat, Bob Lagai. Hi, Bob. How's it going, buddy? I'm trying to think who else was typing earlier and I didn't get to say anything. I was seriously like trying to click the names to give people moderator wrenches, and then the people were coming in so quick the chat was sliding up and I was hitting the same people twice. KD, are you still in?
Dude, cool.
I'm guessing KD's still in Miami, right? You wouldn't go all the way home, would you?
Oh, was he down at the Bitcoin conference?
Yeah, he was.
KD was. I didn't know that.
Or was
I saw Richard Hart was doing some
wait a minute.
directed directly at the Bitcoiners yesterday, and I assume
Oh
that
my
was
God.
the Bitcoin conference. I assume that was why it was, right.
I gotta make sure here because I've done this before.
Uh-oh. I've got.
KD and KG.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to drop out because.
Okay, your audio
my audio is not synced.
Yeah.
Seeing in the chat.
You're lagging, Toby. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's.
I thought that earlier. You were talking. Your mouth
All right,
wasn't
I'll be
moving.
back.
KD, I'm sorry. I was thinking KG. 5 out of 4 people in my family are bad at letters.
Yeah, we got KG, we got a KB, we got KD.
KG was at Miami. KG with
Yes.
Right, yeah.
What do you call internet money? KG.
Gotcha.
KD's
Yeah.
our dude from chat. That I apologize.
And then we got KB, who's another dev in our community. It's confusing.
And
Test
then
that
you
again,
got
Toby.
DB,
again.
which is DB Cooper, who was in here earlier.
Oh
too.
yeah, he's a legend. I haven't seen him in a while. He's a legend.
And there's probably some other ones. There's probably an AB and a CB. The alphabet has a lot of letters. Thomas Turner, good to see you too, man.
Toby, I was going to
Yes,
ask
sir.
you, right? So one thing we're really excited about over our side of the internet, of the Pulse Chain, corner of the world, is we're really looking forward to some of these PulseX updates. Like for one, we'll be like being able to add the token logos to all the
Yes.
coins. And I know a lot of people have been asking about that. Do you think that's something which is going to happen? Like, do you think they're going to deal with it themselves, or do you think we have to like apply for that to get our token? Kind of. Any comments on that?
I'm not sure. I know that like the primary ones. I mean, obviously he's got DAI from Ethereum, Hex from Ethereum. Native Hex on Pulse Chain instead of
Specifically
token.
not Pulse Bitcoin.
Yeah, leave that one out.
And then, am I lagging still?
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
you're good.
Okay, I'll just
Better than
all right.
you're definitely better than you were.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, because it's hard to tell. Like if you are and things aren't syncing up, it's like it's the nature of streams to kind of talk over each other occasionally. But then that makes it even harder to identify if you're just lagging, because then it's like, wait, are they ignoring me? Do they not hear me? Do they hear me late? What the fuck? Are they just rude
probably
like
ignoring
me?
I mean,
So,
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Take turns, Craig.
Depends
control
on
your
if
chat.
depending if your buddy Ross is in the chat or not.
Oh my God! Don't get me started.
Hey, but
in answer to Fat Sammy's question, what was interesting is I heard that there was like a particular, not RH ecosystem coin, but kind of an ancillary coin. Like we got something for free, and then you were able to do this other thing with it. So use your imagination. I heard through the grapevine that he was kind of crabbing at Richard on Twitter or somewhere, maybe in Telegram, like, hey man, it's like, we need our logo. And it's like, he's got bigger fish to fry. And like, if you look at the default logos that are there, he's got Pulse, he's got PulseX, he's got DAI from Ethereum, USDC from Ethereum, USDT from Ethereum, WETH from Ethereum, Wrapped Pulse, and Incentive Token. That's it. The only one that's not like a stable or one of his own things or a wrapped thing of his is Hedron. Hedron's the only one that has a logo in place right now on PulseX swap or pulsex.com. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Icosa, nope. Like you gotta import that yourself, and it's just like a little question mark. There's no fucking logo on the PulseX website. So I think that those are just going to take time, and I would imagine those developers for the various tokens are either going to have to kind of like be a squeaky wheel and maybe hopefully not be a dick about it and be like, hey man, can you please get my logo up? Because that helps. Or Richard will slowly, or his team or whomever, I'm sure Richard's not clacking away on which logos are on PulseX, but whomever on his team, or maybe him, is going through and diligently like adding those. Probably as they, I would assume he's pretty systemic. He would look at volumes and he's like, okay, hey, it looks like this token's actually, there's a lot of traction on that. So let's go ahead and update that.
Yeah, that was my main question. It was more just obviously I know they're probably getting annoyed by everyone asking that question. I was just wondering if it was something that maybe you'd have to apply for, or it was done internally. And I guess you answered my question there. So thank you.
Yeah, probably wouldn't hurt. You know, I mean, for people, if they've got a token they want that logo for, is to hit him on Telegram or hit him on Twitter and just ask. You know, is what I would recommend. It's like
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah, sure, man. Just my shitty 2 cents. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
It's like people have been asking me all the time, and I said I don't know, and I said, "Oh, Kobe when I see him." that's why I had to ask you.
How awesome is it though to see when you first saw Pulse or PulseX on like CoinGecko? Or Coin.
CoinGecko, they've not added the Pulse Chain stuff yet, or have they now?
Pulse Chain and PulseX are on it.
Oh, okay. So they're on it.
One of them or some of them had it and then took it off and then immediately put it back on because everybody was like, "The fuck?" Because all the action going on over there, it's just like you're stupid if you don't have it up there.
Yep.
So,
hey, Sandy Beach. I got Sandy Beach in the chat.
How's it going, Sandy Beach? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well.
Much love for Sandy Beach.
Yeah, she's a bastion in that community.
Free Pulse IO, is that finally?
I'm not sure what's going on there. Sandy, what are you showing?
They canceled their donation.
They did initially say they were going to take a month before they were going to be live with FreePulse.io. They did give an update on that. They said
I think they realized that you're gonna transact stuff for two Pulse Chain per transaction forever. I think they realized that that's not
gonna happen.
Yeah. So they're like, about that whole, we're gonna give you guys up to this many Pulse Chain. Yeah, sorry, we can't afford to do that.
I think the Pulse Pop guys were given out
tokens.
There was a third party faucet that was open because obviously lots of people were struggling to. Obviously, Richard sent out that one PLSB and didn't expect, let's call it, the third party broken up all the transactions. So obviously we saw that spike in transactions, which kept a lot of people out. But then there was a third party, I think it was Pulse Pop guys or something like that. They opened up a faucet, and a lot of people managed to get 2,500 Pulse from there, so they could get on the market. But a lot of us have just kind of, if you're active in a community, just ask someone, and I'm sure they won't mind selling you enough to do a transaction.
It just depends. If you know someone, maybe you can get someone to do it, but don't
hassle them. Don't talk to people you don't know. Is what I'm saying. If it's someone you know,
right.
I'm saying anybody listening, don't go into like a chat room with 400 people and beg for PLS strangers. Put your address in the chat because you'll just get blocked.
People are doing that in the Discord, and Superman had to put an end to it. So some guy came in yesterday asking. I was like, "Look, we can't do that anymore. Superman's rules." I was like, "You can't ask for Pulse." So he goes, "All right, can you help me get my PLSX converted into Pulse?"
Right.
I don't need 5,000 to do it.
And also be careful.
You're asking.
Hey, there's a workaround that not a lot of people are paying attention to, and it's like there was a guy. What's his name? I want to give proper credit where credit is due. Where is he? It is. Oh man, I got a lot of DMs on Twitter lately. CC at HippieDoo. HippieDoo hit me up and he was like, "Hey man," he goes, "Do you know people can set the Staker app to Pulse Chain and then swap their Pulse Chain hex for Pulse?" So in other words, if you got a duplicate of Liquid Hex and you're like desperate for Pulse and you have any of that on your Staker app, go there, because the thing is about Staker, you don't need gas, like proper gas.
Right.
What you already have sitting there, which would be Hex to use for gas. Right?
It deducts the cost out of your
hex
amount instead of gas. Yeah, that's actually really
it's similar to CowSwap. A lot of guys were using CowSwap at the time because when when the MEV bots start coming out and they start attacking people on the Ethereum side, we had a lot of our guys go over to CowSwap and they were, you were exchanging the tokens you were trading. It was
Yes.
rerouting and taking fees. So that's cool that we got that kind of options coming up.
Yep.
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 That is good.
Yeah, but I would
Thank
also
you
say just be very careful if someone does offer you to give you some pulse in exchange for your pulse X. Just be very careful that triple check the transaction offering they're giving you, the ratio they're giving you, because there are a lot of people out there trying to literally give you pulse and they're 10xing what they or 100xing what they're giving you. So so just be careful of any of that, is what I'd say. So only speak to people you really know.
Yep. Well, and the thing is too is like if you're feeling generous, and it's like I have given some people that were in the lurch some pulse to kind of just get their first trade underway, so they could have their own bag. But those are people I've interacted with before, so I had some familiarity, and typically it came up kind of in conversation. They weren't asking because it's like that. It's a little like kind of, I don't know, a little weird to just be like, hey man, you know. So it's a rare bird that's going to ask. But if I knew them, then, you know, I helped them out. And then there were others, we were just talking about other stuff. Like, yeah, I'm waiting to get some pulse because of blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, let me just send you some, you know. So those kind of things have happened for me recently. But I also had a flood of DMs on Twitter and in Telegram where it was randos I've never heard before. And I mean, just to keep it simple, I just blocked them. I mean, I didn't mean to be rude about it, but it was just like, no, it's like, I can't do that. It's taking up bandwidth I don't have to spare. And sorry, but I'm not going to go down that path with you. Also, if you're sending it to really anyone, if you're going to be the giver, be sure you're not doxing your primary wallets, you know.
Yes.
So you gotta do some, you know, shenanigans to kind of get some pulse into a wallet that you're comfortable sending from, that they're not going to like backtrack your blockchain history to figure out like, oh my God, this guy's sitting on what or whatever.
Yeah.
So be aware.
The first person I helped, I sent them half a pulse, and they were able, you know, early, very early.
That's all you need.
I only had like 1.3 pulse, so I sent him half, and I managed to get a bag. He managed to get a bag.
Nice. There you go.
And then Zen happened, and
right.
You know,
Here we are.
Yep.
Yeah,
But,
Thomas, fully doxed is fun until you try it.
Yeah, like nah. I mean,
you won't be able to send a tenner to your mother without getting some hater online.
Right. Well, it's like it's like obviously we're kind of doxxed because our faces are out there. It's like, you know, I'm assuming Brian and Sammy are probably your real names.
You know what? People could find out where I lived in 2 seconds. You know, it's no secret.
Yeah.
My real name is It Is Now. I just picked Brian.
Oh, that's interesting. That's funny. But
I don't know. Nothing to hide, nothing to fear. That's the way I see it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not here selling snake oil. I'm selling why I think it's a great opportunity, and I'm not telling anyone to buy anything.
Right.
I'm just excited about Pulse Chain. I'm excited about all these financial products. I'm generally excited, but before I was into crypto, I was into stock market. So I'll be talking about that. I just think it's money can be fun. Making money can be fun. And it's creative, it's adventurous, it's all these things. It's technically, you learn more about maths, about economics, about politics. It's just an exciting place to be. And if we can get 97% of the people that think they're in crypto into the 3% of DeFi, then that's our mission for the next few years.
Dude, totally. Yep. It's just like a rising tide raises all boats, right? So it's like if more people get into DeFi, if we're well positioned, which I believe Richard's done a great job of making that a reality, then people will see us as a premium option.
Yes.
And that's going to help us all, you know, because I mean, sometimes it's like Craig would get a kick out of this, but it's like I'm always thinking of kind of like parody ideas. Like, I mean, obviously I infamously I'm the guy that did the Hexaco music video, which was a spin off of the Kokomo song by the Beach Boys. So it's like my brain just works like that, and it's like
watch that now.
Yeah, it's great, man. I'll drop it. We can watch it on here if you guys want.
Brian, why you load it up? You got the
it's licensed. I think Brian might have the ability, but let me get the link and we can maybe watch stuff that's kind of fun. But
is it copyrighted music though?
No, it's I produced it myself. I hired a musician that actually was on America's Got Talent and The Voice. His name's Ryan White Maloney. He did an amazing job. Sounds just like the Beach Boys, so that's where it's a little spooky. But
have you not seen it, Sammy?
Do you know what? I bet as soon as I watch it, I'll be like, oh, I didn't know that was you.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
corny, but it's fun. It's good
Let's
family
watch
fun.
it.
And
Let's
then,
watch it. It'll be fun.
but so
It'll be
let me find it here.
And
It's
that's
actually-
one of the other side of fun things about crypto is like all the user-based content. Like, you know, on my channel, it's like we wouldn't have a channel without all the users just making their own videos and submitting them. It's amazing, and that's why Hex did so well as well. You know,
Yes.
It had so many users. I mean, look how many Hex channels there are on YouTube.
Yep.
It's like they're growing. The audiences are growing. Like anyone that was had an audience of 3,000, for example, in the bear market, you know they're going to be having 30,000 in the bull run. You know, it's
Right.
just right. It's the rising tides. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing money come over, users come over, and as long as we kind of maintain that we're trying to make, as long as we keep things accessible, because we have conversations with ourselves and our own community, and we can be very, very complex and unwelcoming to new people. As long as we are constantly kind of trying to break DeFi down and make it accessible to people. Like for me, workshops. I do workshops once in a while. That
Nice.
works for me. You know, it's a way of kind of getting everyone that you're talking to in one room that wants to learn more. You sit down. They know their laptops there. They can bookmark the important pages, things like that, and you can just help them with, you know, with getting involved with DeFi. Because I tell people once you make that small development in time to learn how to use DeFi in a safe way, then you'll never look back. You'll never look back.
Yep, and it's like the thing is too is like I know that there's a lot of streams and there's a lot of content out there now. It's like, you know, in the early days there were just a handful of people, and then, you know, it grew and grew, and then people got inspired, which is awesome to, you know, to put themselves out there more and contribute. So it gets a little hard. So it's like what I always try to do, as opposed to like, I mean, the broad strokes are important, and I'm, you know, definitely not diminishing, you know, what you're talking about there, Sammy. I 100% agree with all of that, but I try to slip in as regularly as I can, like actionable things. So then that way people aren't just watching hours of content and then they go away and like, okay, I know that I need to do all this, but how do I do all that?
Yeah.
Right. So like, you know, the first thing I think that, you know, everyone really, really needs to be aware of when they're onboarding, it's going to take a little more effort. But if you're talking about, even if it's $500 that in crypto could literally become life-changing wealth, security has to be paramount.
Yeah.
So, you know, that you have to have the discussion around hardware wallets. If people want to use their phones for MetaMask, apparently you can use a Trezor with MetaMask if it's on an Android phone. So then that way you have the kind of convenience of having it on your phone, but you've got security because you're using a Trezor. So those kind of conversations have to happen, and it's imperative that people do their due diligence and understand that. And there's relatively short videos by Papa B, by Jexa, by other people in the community that kind of explain that to you without fudding you out, right? Without making you so scared, like, oh, I'm going to get robbed, then you're just like, oh, fuck it, I'm not doing it. So, but, you know, take the extra effort. And, you know, I've like there's a couple things. One, if you're starting fresh and your seed words have never seen a computer keyboard or a phone keyboard, they've only ever been on your Trezor, that's the safest option. If you've already started your MetaMask on a phone or on a computer, and even as safe as you might think it is, you know, you want to transfer that account and import that seed word into a Trezor. The way that Papa explained it to me that really hit home with me, it's kind of like if you've got a healthy soldier and he's got all the body armor on and he's all good to go, he's safe as you can get. If you've got a soldier that has already been out there on the internet and you don't really 100% know, all you can do is triage that soldier. You can try to protect him as much as you can, because you don't know if someone already got your seed word from a keylogger on your computer and they're just waiting, or maybe they haven't mined your data yet entirely. They just have it sitting there that they're going to look through later. So if you've ever put it on a computer or on a phone, it's potentially at risk. So all you can do is like mitigate that damage going forward and triage that potentially wounded soldier, and you import that seed phrase into a Trezor and then reinstall a new instance of MetaMask, and it's basically just a UI, a dummy front end. And then you're using your Trezor that is now like your old primary seed word, but it's from the Trezor that you're going to sign all your transactions from. So those are ways that you can kind of protect stuff that's already been out there kind of dangling. And Papa got me on that, because I started out with what a lot of people did. Richard was like, yeah, as long as you got a clean computer, just use MetaMask browser extension. And that's how I started. And then luckily I got to be friendly with Papa pretty early. And as those stakes ended, I was able to move those funds to a completely safe Trezor, brand new Trezor. But for the interim there, I triaged those accounts that had been previously put onto a browser extension. So, you know, there's stuff like that that can get a little intimidating if you're already in and you're like, oh, did I fuck up? Am I at risk? Like, what have I done? There's ways to mitigate that. You know, but if it's somebody brand new that you're trying to get into crypto, you got to have the security talk on the front end, and it will pay huge dividends, because the last thing you want to do is like make huge gains, see that it could potentially change your life, and then you're hacked, right? Because you've done something stupid or
Well,
put yourself at risk.
especially new people, because they don't really fully understand what they're doing yet. Crypto might be new to them. Self-custody might be new to them.
Yep.
They're going to different dApps on different web pages, and they're, you know, the way social media works. I don't take part in it mostly, but people get wrecked so easy, so easy. They just don't get it. Like I've been saying for years, you know, self-custody is not for everybody, but if you're gonna get them in, teach them the right way. Take the time.
Yep.
You know, make sure.
So the other thing too that I think is key, especially like, I mean, I've been on some channels that were just kind of starting out, and I've been on like, you know, the F and Hangout and Maddie's show. I'm a regular over there now, and so I've kind of seen how those go. And Superman, who's from New Zealand, I love that dude.
He's great, isn't he?
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He just puts the hours in, doesn't he?
Dude, he's consistent. He's there every, you know, I think it's every day, and it's
Every
like,
day.
and
Every
he
day.
is consistent. And the thing is he engages the chat because people like that shit, and they have questions or comments that help you kind of keep it on topic. So, you know, I think it's important that you know, even though, well, we got like 40 people in here, right? So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this show's always just been a bit more. I don't think you're exactly getting fresh people into this sort of like this Saturday night kind of bar style kind of speakeasy. But I think this is a good place to like talk about onboarding, because we all onboard all the time, don't we?
Yep. Yeah.
And
Yeah. And it's like, you know, I'm new to the group, so it's
so-
like I'm not sure of the format necessarily, but I'm just kind of spitballing.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's-
I think Brian, this has always been like a Saturday night late show to me for the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. And you know, Superman started a Discord, and it's a really great Discord.
It is, yeah.
Thomas, thank you, Thomas, man. You're awesome, bro. But join the Discord, because this week I've been very, very busy in Discord. All kinds of new people hopping in. How do I see my stuff on Pulse? What do I do with my, you know, just how to do everything? I've been going through it all week.
Cool. I just saw your link there. And then, hey, I dropped the, if you guys want to watch it, just for, you know,
Oh yeah, let's
whatever.
watch that. Let's watch that.
Yeah, I dropped it, Brian. I dropped it in the private chat.
Yeah, I can't put it up. No one's an admin but Craig.
Where'd Craig go? Is he
He's on the
changing
phone
his
with
adult
all-
diaper?
He's probably just
He's
sitting there
probably-
eating.
He's probably burying bodies in the backyard.
I,
He's a local mass murderer around there. You know that?
yeah, that's true. He is an intimidating character.
He's probably running out of
Craig?
space back there. Yeah, he used to move somewhere with a bigger garden.
Right.
It's an old joke. Sorry,
All right. Well,
Brian.
well, that
Was there a funeral for the ponytail, Brian?
For what?
Like when you had the haircut?
Oh, I
mean,
took a
how do
picture.
you think about
I
this?
took a picture because my nephew's girlfriend did it, and she just took the ponytail and chopped it, and we threw it. And I'm sitting on the chair in their bathroom, and just threw it in the sink, and I took a picture of it.
How many years did you have that for? That long hair?
This time, I was trying to think. It must have been about 4 years, 4.5 years.
Do you feel naked? Do you feel naked now without it?
No, I feel a breeze.
Yeah, around your ears.
Arizona, it's getting hot. It's going to be 100 this week, and just sitting here, it's like, it's hot.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I've got the sun just
Yeah, I
drilling
see
right in
that.
the eyeballs. So
I can see that.
burning.
Sorry about that.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
I had a phone call. Sorry about that.
All good. Craig, pull up in private chat. Toby put a YouTube link.
He put it in He put it in chat.
Okay.
What are we doing with it?
Yeah, Craig, can we hear a dog barking back there? Did you get a new dog?
My sister has dogs, and they're one of them's doing zoomies right now.
Oh,
Picking up bodies?
No, the husky decides all of a sudden she's just going to race all through the house, up the steps, down the steps, jump on the couch, and the little dog freaks out because the big dog's running, and I think they stop. It happens.
All right.
No, I don't have a new dog.
Your adult diaper is fresh and clean.
While I was on the phone, I put a new one on just for streaming, just to be safe. I wonder how many people in chat last night on Maddie's stream thought Toby actually went to change his diaper that one time.
Maybe
Hey, what happened to Matty Allen? He's looking good, man. He's like, has he lost some weight or something?
he got the stem cells, dude. He got the stem cells injected into his clavicle, and I think it
you joking?
rejuvenated him. No, seriously, like 5 days ago.
He looks like, I don't know. I was looking at him the other day. I haven't watched the guy in like.
He shaved his beard, so his face is clean shaven.
Oh, right. Because I was like, he looked younger. He looked like really vibrant, you know.
Looks fit.
And then when he had his ball cap on, I think he had his hair up in the back, so he, just.
Yes, I thought he cut it off at one point. I thought he'd done a Brian.
No. He took his hat off at one point, and his hair is still long.
Yeah, I was like, what's this pulse chain effect? Everyone's getting their ponytails cut off. I know. K4K had his. Is it K4K had his beard?
I could tell people I was waiting for. I wasn't getting a haircut till Pulse Chain launched.
There you go.
Nice. There you go. We can say that after, but...
I cut my beard off on stream in stages. So
did you?
Literally on Wake Up, or what is it? On What the Heck's, like Thursday before last.
Really?
I cut the center section out of my beard was down to here. It was pretty big. So I cut off everything and left myself this giant like motorcycle, handlebar. Fu Manchu mustache. And then complete with the soul patch. And then the following week, this past Thursday, I hopped on and went ahead and went from the Freddie Mercury Fu Manchu down to the 70s tennis coach.
Handlebar, like.
Yeah, there you go, right? So I'm rocking that look for the time being. And then, of course, we don't want to go down to the.
Now you've got the Fed. Now you've got the Fed
down to the Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, Charlie Chaplin. There you go.
He's got the ATF moustache.
yeah, right. No doubt. I look like a federal agent.
Are you going to Waco?
Yeah, no shit.
Let's play that video, Craig.
Christian,
is that what we're doing?
I threw Hexaco up. It's like, hey, I've got the, it's on YouTube. I got like a little warning or whatever. I sent them the licensing that I have, and then they took that away. So it should be good to go because it's already kind of been through that process and it's already on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But it's up to you. It's your channel. If you're afraid it's going to give you grief.
We don't get you wrecked again, Craig.
Do it, Craig.
You only live once.
Do it.
Hey, guess what? That's the wrong.
That's
us. Hey,
that's past us. Hey, past us.
That's me picking my nose. Okay. It's an inception of me picking my nose over and over.
Let me stop that one and let me do the other one.
Those guys were losers.
So basically, before we start, Craig, because Fat Sammy's not sure if you've seen it, just to give you an idea, I was walking around thinking about the power of T-shares, and I was thinking about how, over time, it's kind of ridiculous the way that you earn yield. And I was taking a walk around my neighborhood with my fiance, and I was mentioning earlier how I just have this brain. Like Craig and I talked about doing like a parody of the song 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies.
2 weeks.
It's like, it's been 2 weeks and and just like parody it out, right? So it's like my brain is always doing that and changing song lyrics around or coming up with new melodies and stuff. So Kokomo from the Beach Boys came into my head, and it's like, there's a line in it that's like, we're gonna. I think I only know the Hexaco lyric now that I changed, but it's like, we're going to stake it long and take it slow, as I changed the lyric to, And so then I just started riffing it in my head and changing some other lyrics, and it kind of worked. I'm like, this is funny. Maybe I'm going to try to make this into a song. And then I thought, well, I used to be on a television show when I was a teenager. I'm still friends with a guy that was my partner on that show. And we did this like in the 80s when we were like a young teenager, like 13 to 16. I did it, and it's like we won some national awards. It was pretty cool experience. He stayed in the industry. Like there's other people from that show that went on to work for MTV and for VH1 and some, went into like the full, like entertainment industry. He stayed in video production stuff all these years. So I reached out and I'm like, hey Rob, I'm like, got this idea, man. It's like, let's try to make it a music video for the song I got produced. And I went to Fiverr. And I found Ryan White Maloney, who had been on The Voice and America's Got Talent, a really talented musician. And he was able to do the entire song with the lyric changes, all the instrumentation, sent it back to me. And it was auto-tuned to death. And I'm just like, oh my God, what did I spend this money on? This is terrible. And I didn't want to be rude to him. And he goes, well, you know, it's like, it's the Beach Boys, man. It's like, I don't feel like I'm doing it justice. And it's like, so I said, can I hear it without the auto-tune? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I'll just send you another copy with no auto-tune at all. And that's what this is. This is him just singing, no auto-tune. I'm just like, what the fuck? Killed it. In my opinion, he killed it. You know, but obviously he has very high standards. And I thought he did a great job with it. So I talked to Rob and we start coming up with a video idea. So we come up with a storyboard of like, you know, how the story progresses. And you'll see in the video how it plays out. And then I thought, hey, let's get community involvement. And I'm going to reach out to people and give them a clip on Telegram of the audio and the lyrics. And then I'm going to ask them to film themselves lip syncing and singing or dancing or doing whatever they want to do and send me these clips in. And you'll see like a bunch of familiar faces, Nerd Girl and Sammy, Chica, and Crypto Coffee and Hexo. And even Richard Hart did a cameo for me. And I got to talk to him about, you know, what his scene should be like. And it was just such a fun process. And then we, you know, Rob, through the power of animation and other things, kind of put it all together in the story. And I think why it's kind of poignant now is you'll see. But there's this, it's not just about Hex and going to Hexaco in this mythical place where we can all, you know, just chill out and earn our trustless yield. But then there's, at the end of it, it's about the next step, which we're there now, which is Pulse Chain, and then like what that does for everyone. So, but go ahead and roll the video, and if you guys got questions or whatever at the end, I can be glad to do it.
Let's roll.
Aruba, Jamaica, oh, I wanna stick ya.
Turn on one.
My dear guests, I am Richard Hart. Welcome to Hexaco.
Aruba, Jamaica, oh, I wanna stick ya. Bermuda, Bahamas, come on, pretty t-shirts. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go Jamaica off the Florida Keys? There's a place called Hexaco. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Hexaco, Jamaica, oh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Hexaco? We'll stake it long.
That's my favorite part right there.
Fucking
Johnny.
We got in Hexaco. We'll put out to sea and we'll perfect our chemistry. And by we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Afternoon delight, cocktails and moonshot nights. That dreamy look in your eyes gives me a tropical contact high. Way down in Hexaco, Jamaica, oh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego.
Randy always in his cool, man.
Take you down to Hexaco. We'll stick it long and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We got in Hexaco. I wanna catch a
The man himself, RG3. There's 8-Bit.
Everybody knows a little place like Hexaco.
Now we've made it to the moon.
Now if you want to go and get away from it all, go down to Mexico, Jamaica. Oh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego. Ooh, I'll take you down to Mexico. We'll stick it long and
It's just so cheesy. I love it. It's just so cheesy. It's funny.
It's the fact that like almost all these people,
Yeah,
Or I guess I could have done that.
it's crazy. So here we are on the moon, right? We made it. And here comes Richie, or Freddie, coming along, slapping on the pulse chain logo. And now, from the moon, where else do you go? But to Saturn.
Now wait a minute, was this the original? The pulse
This
chain
is the original,
that you're
dude.
slapping on was the original?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had some vision, baby. I was looking into the future. So the cool part, what I love is the outtakes at the end. If you keep it going,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
the outtakes are the funniest part of the whole
Yeah.
fucking thing.
The scissors.
As long as Hexaco's not like Jamestown, I'm in.
All aboard! Last trip to Hexaco. Loading now.
Okay, let's do this.
I love this guy.
I
He cracks me
don't
up.
know how to dance, but I know I can do some moves for the Mexican community. So let's see.
Off the Florida Keys. Fucking Larry.
Tropical drink melting in your hand. It's Tears of Haters.
Hun. This is my favorite so far.
And she was getting a little
It's like,
buzz.
we know it's cringe. That's the thing, right?
That's right. It's like we're
That's
in
the
on
best
the joke.
contribution I've seen so far. 100%.
I haven't seen these guys.
No.
And then there's Hexo doing the Richard Hart dance. So fucking funny, man. No.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
All right. I made it. Oh, God. What the hell? Oh, my God. Him and his guns, man.
And there's Freddie. Like for people that didn't know he was in the moon
Welcome
suit. we
to
had to put that in.
Mexico.
Yeah.
And then I love this because Rich does like a little curtsy. It's like,
Much love.
and the dream cream.
Yeah, man.
dude.
That's what's so fun about this space. It's
Holy
like,
shit.
it's
Well,
so much.
and some
stupid
people-
shit. It's fun.
Yeah, totally right. It's like you got to be able to laugh at yourself a little bit. And
Some
Yeah,
people
then-
haven't
because
seen
we've gone through such hard times, and you got to enjoy it, haven't you?
I can only imagine, though, what people don't understand is they watch that, okay? And the production value of it, for you to get that many people involved and for somebody to edit all that and even the little special effects with the little people bouncing with their faces on it. I mean, that's a lot of work, man.
It was.
That's
I
a
mean,
lot
it
of
took a
work.
long time. I mean, I got my balls busted relentlessly about how long it was taking. However, when it launched, I believe it was in July, like right around Pulse Chain Sacrifice, or maybe even a bit before. And then what happened? We went to high, right? So it's like maybe there's a correlation there. Maybe I need to get a new like a Hexaco version 2 out and see if that helps pump the price.
Well, it's Pulsicans now, isn't it? That's the narrative.
Right. Hexagons.
Maybe
balls,
a song about prostitutes might really hit the chart.
Who was that? Who was that dude? He did 2 music videos. They were awesome. One was like waiting for the pulse chain.
Oh,
He had brain damage from an accident or something. So
Oh,
he did 2 awesome songs. One about Hex and one about pulse chain. I have to dig it up for next show. Amazing. I love
there's so many people now. It's like, I mean, Westcott, it's like I spotted him early. I think I was one of his first like 300 followers or something. Like, dude, you're crushing it. And then he's just blown up and he's so talented and funny. Him and Freddie are working on a video together now, a music video, which should be coming soon. And it's just so amazing to
Didn't
see how
Freddie-
far it's gone.
Didn't Freddie said we could play his Pulse song?
Yeah,
He said it was okay to play that the other night.
because
Let's see if I
it's a parody, so it shouldn't be an issue. It's like the thing is like if it's so
gotta find
good
it.
that the algorithms or whatever, the little bots in the background pick up like enough note sequences that they think
Freddie
it's a real
still in
song and
chat?
you get a strike.
Probably not. Freddie, if you're still in here,
I
let
think
me know.
you can appeal against it. If they think it's been directly taken from music that's licensed, then yeah. But as long as you're not copying, as long as you're not literally ripping something off someone else's channel, usually
Right.
I'm looking through his tweets and stuff, and I'm trying to see if. Oh yeah, Pulse Chain Anthem. Okay, let me see if I can play this. Hopefully,
Do you guys
Yeah,
remember
let's-
the one Pulse Lord did?
he's done several.
Fork in Your Chain.
Yeah.
That's among my
It.
favorites.
I felt bad for Pulse Lord because he did one for Quant Gang, which I thought was real catchy and very good. And when he put it out, was like literally the week that the Quant Gang like dissolved.
Imploded. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that one, Toby?
I haven't
What
seen
was it again?
Quant Gang. He did a Quant Gang song for Maddie's Quant Gang show, but it was right when Kareem and Wales and him, they kind of, whatever happened, they stopped doing it.
Yeah, they had a little
Here, I'm
feud.
going to play this.
Cool.
If you guys haven't seen it, this is Freddie's latest song for Pulse, the Pulse Anthem. Hang on a second.
Is this one where he was filming in Vegas?
I don't know. I haven't even got to hear it all yet. Uh-oh.
Already get bounced.
I don't know. It immediately started spinning. Unless YouTube picked up enough beats that...
No way.
Can you feel it?
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe your internet's wrecked.
I don't think
Maybe it's
so.
the bandwidth that's getting sucked from.
Unless, because I'm trying to play it on Twitter.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, go to YouTube.
Freddie's got a YouTube, right?
Yeah, it should be on YouTube. I think so.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm on YouTube and I'm looking for YouTube.
Found it.
You guys can see all the crazy shit I watch on YouTube.
That's why I'm turned away. I don't want to know.
Oh, see, what sucks too is when I lost my account, all the people I had subbed to, I got to go back and.
Man, there's got to be a way to get that account back.
Not now.
Where's his
30 days probably.
I don't see it posted on his. There's a few Furu's eulogy. I don't see the new song on there.
That's funny. I'm trying to join that Discord group that you dropped the link to, Brian.
Yeah.
And you know how like they'll have like the little CAPTCHA thing where you got to like select like pick all the crosswalks or pick all the fire hydrants or whatever. And it says please click each image containing a Yoko, like Yoko Ono, Yoko, and it's but there's yo-yos. So I'm like, oh, they got to be talking about the yo-yos, right?
I have
Like,
no idea.
I don't see Yoko Ono.
I'm going to try this minimize and see if it'll play.
Can you feel it? Pulse. Can you feel it?
Full screen.
Pulse chain. Pulse chain. Pulse chain.
Yeah,
Nice. Banger.
Scott B, also known as 1T. Let's go. Come on, Maddie.
And we're live.
Can you feel it? Flying to the sky. Can you feel it? We're on a magic carpet ride. Get up and stake now, no time for the wait.
Stake that hex. 5555. Stake that hex. 5555.
Get up and stake now, no time for the wait. Pulse chain.
Pulse. 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 Pulse.
If I full screen it, I'll lose it.
Got it.
Pulse chain. Pulse chain. Faster. Yeah. Pulse.
Ready? I think y'all came for the most games. No plan we threw with the ghost chain. Why it's never been done before? A mystery. Richard Hart, the largest airdrop in history. And Scott B promoted to the majors. Pulse chain anthem, you know it's a bang. On top of the game, that's why I can say this. Everyone hating will drive us to greatness. 6.3, where you at?
You're going to drive me to greatness now. They try and do higher throughput. Boom, we got that. Boom, we got that. Boom, we got that. But there's 10,000 new coins, maybe 30,000 new trading pairs, and the game carries better. So now we're going to have lower fees. We're going to have faster transactions. We're going to have the largest airdrop in the history of the world. Oh, and by the way, we don't burn up the environment. We don't burn up the environment. We don't burn up the environment. We don't burn up the environment.
Pulse chain. Pulse chain. Pulse.
Stake that hex. 5555.
Pulse chain gas on high octane. Lot of cash move fast like Hussein. Transactions gon' put them in a flame. Got the price action going insane. Pulse X got a brand new exchange. No, I gotta go harder than the next thing. Richard Hart turned crypto to X Games. Got me saying I'm rich, bitch, like Rick James.
Pulse chain. Pulse chain.
Let me hear my hexagons.
Pulse chain. Pulse chain. Pulse chain. Pulse chain. Pulse chain. Pulse chain.
Pulse chain.
What's this pulse chain they're talking about?
What is this pulse chain you speak of?
What pulse? What? A chain? I don't understand.
Just good. Well done, man. I mean, like I said, for people that have never done anything, never created anything, never made anything, never done anything for the community, if you don't like that stuff, then shut the fuck up. I'm gonna do a tangent. If you've never made anything for the community,
True though, man. There's so many backseat drivers, aren't there? So many people that love to stand at the back and shout at you because they're angry at their bags. And they say, "Why aren't you doing something about my bags?" And it's like, you're in DeFi. Do something yourself about your bags.
Or they'll come on somebody's stream and tell them how they should or shouldn't be doing something, and it's like, well, let's drop the link. Where's your YouTube channel? Let's go check it out. Let's see, let's see what you got going on. It's like, oh, you don't make any content, so shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, go build something. Go contribute in some way. It's like, I mean, I can understand like there's a component of trolling that can kind of be fun and funny, but there's a tipping point where it's just like, man, are you gonna be that guy that's just like always complaining about other stuff, like, and
haters gotta hate.
Haters gotta hate. And it's like, I guess
that's what I mean. It's like, don't feed the trolls, but sometimes some people just need to be told.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer. If anyone trolls me, I call them out directly, and I talk to them. And I often find the people that troll me, they'll be in a voice chat. There'll be 30 people in a Telegram group, and they'll never want to talk to me over the voice chat. It will only ever be through text, and they're cowards.
Well,
a lot of times, and then some of them, it's like, I mean, Ross Hex was like, it was funny because, like, believe it or not, in real life, people like me. Like it's like I'm a pretty likable guy, and it's like I'm not used to
in real
you know,
life. People
like
Oh, sorry, he was being serious.
It's true.
No.
People enjoy me, but it's like but when I first started streaming, it was it was a little dicey. There's some
Yeah.
people that just didn't like my style or whatever, or maybe they were just trolling. I don't know. But Ross and Children of the Grave, which were like classic trolls for everybody, but Ross in particular really zeroed in on me hard.
Children of the Grave is known.
He was hilarious, dude. He's so funny. He's back around. I've seen him popping up
I've seen
again
him lately.
But there were some funny trolls out there. But Ross in particular, it's like I think what it was is he just grabbed onto the name Toby, and from The Office, the character Toby, like everybody hates Toby, right? So it was just an easy go-to. But it's like, I mean, Toby's my actual name, so it's like
Ross is a really good troll.
Ross is a really good troll. He's really actually very funny. But the thing is what I discovered is like a lot of trolls, they want the attention that people give them, even if it's hate, right? They want to feel seen and heard and like validated. So I kind of flipped it on its head, and like there were a couple of streams where it's like I looked right at the camera. I'm like, Ross, I'm sorry things didn't work out with your mom. I'll come over. We'll have some meatloaf. We'll see if maybe we can get back together. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. It's like you can be my boy again. You can be my son again.
And he's probably older than you.
Maybe, and it's like, but it's like that. But he found it was funny, and I mean, it was meant to be funny. I wasn't trying to be a dick, but it's like he liked like me coming back at him hard, and now we kind of have this banter where he'll still troll me, but it's like I love Ross. It's like when he pops up in the chat and he starts talking shit, I'm like, fuck yeah, Ross is here,
No.
And it's but there's some trolls that are just like hopeless, and they're not. There's no humor behind it. They're just. Yeah.
Some of them it's attention getting. They want to know they've been seen in chat. And other times I think it may be a little bit of jealousy that like they come into even Richard's streams, right? And they're just spamming some shit in there. They just want to get a reaction out of even Richard. This one here, this is the one I was saying, Quant Gang, that Pulse Lord made. I don't know. I just think these guys musically, I think they're talented, man. Like I could never come up with something like this. For him to like put this together himself.
I never saw this one. Look at it.
Yeah, he made this for Quant Gang, and then unfortunately it didn't get to really be used, right? By the way, subscribe to these people's channels if you haven't. Pulse Lord is a good dude. But this is very catchy.
Gang, keep the change. Class in session, a bell to ring. Sit back and just relax while we break down this finance game. It started out, it was a trio, infamous, the three amigos, Matty Allen and Wells, only Kareem painting that scene as we go down every rabbit hole. Mysteries and loops exposed. Eyeball that DXY, not our side. We grind some more. Now let me slow it down just a bit for a minute. We got some things you don't want to hear, but I gotta tell you the truth. All right, man. You want me to take a look in your wallet and tell you what I think? Cool, but just keep in mind, dude, I'm not trying to be rude, but if I walk and talk and looking like some shit, then shit be what it do. Quant Gang, class bell to ring, pull up a seat, you don't want to miss a thing, but you gotta pay attention, cause if you don't pay, then you got no investment, and your brain won't retain all the lessons. Now Quant Gang, bring it to you every week, they crunching all the numbers, laying them right out at your feet, and all you gotta do is allow yourself to see, but I know what you think. You don't want to hear, but I gotta tell you the truth.
What? I just don't see how Pulse is gonna do anything different than Manic.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that? Who's the slimy little communist shit twinkle toed cocksucker down here who just signed his own death warrant?
Oh, Richard, I know that I missed the Hex launch, and now I've missed the Pulse sacrifice. Because I was nervous. Can I have just one last wish?
I wish you had more time.
Quant Gang, class bell to ring, pull up a seat, you don't want to miss a thing, but you gotta pay attention, cause if you don't pay, then you got no investment, and don't want to hear, but I gotta tell you the truth. Quant Gang, bring it to you every week, they crunching all the numbers, laying them right out at your feet, and all you gotta do was allow yourself to see, and soon we'll have you saying thank God for quantum ganging.
That's very good.
I thought he did really good, man.
It's a really subtle, intelligent troll as well.
Well, and all the imagery stuff he used, he literally went in the next room to his kid and said, "Hey, turn on your video games and play something." And that's all from his kids' Minecraft and Fortnite stuff.
Yeah, it's the same skin I used to use in Fortnite. I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Hey, I think Toxic got banned. Bob hit the wrong button.
Okay. Well, I'll have to go in the YouTube channel settings later and unban them.
Thanks, Bob.
I wish that was something easier to deal with when whatever, but and then this is
Well, that link you asked about in the private chat. That was that guy I told you about.
Yeah.
He did 2
I got him.
songs. So that was a rap he did about Hex and Pulse Chain. I think it's like must be over a year old now.
Yeah, he did the Hex.
Orion's going for it too.
Yep, I got it. I was gonna play it next, and then somebody in chat, Orion, just
But we
asked
should
about
shout out his name there. I'm not sure if you can see it.
Morgan Corey.
That's him, yeah.
And
So
what's
if he's
sad
still
is
around, shout out to him.
He only has 323 subs.
Thanks.
But he's got almost 600 likes on that song, and he's got 13K views on it. You know,
So he did 2 songs. He did this one, which was like a rap about Pulse Chain and Hex, and it was really cool. He's like standing in front of the microphone doing a rap, and then he did another one about waiting for Pulse Chain, and which was more like a rock star.
Yeah, we'll play it. We're just chilling.
Yeah, I had forgotten about this guy. I'm glad that you brought him up. I really enjoyed his stuff. Is he still around doing stuff, or?
Yeah, I haven't seen him around. So if he is around, shout out to him or someone reach out to him.
That's in 5 fucking days. No ads. No ads, Peter. Zero
I
dollars.
think he had some health issues. That's why I was talking about him.
You know whose chat rooms are growing in size in crypto? Hex's.
Yeah, he's legit.
Not anyone that I fucking know. I retired at 24. You're still broke as fuck.
This goes out to all my Hexicans flexing. We all be repping these investments with no stress. Richard blessed us. We're getting Rolexes, Louis V, and a new Benz. Tell all your true friends. Sacrifice some coins to this new sense. Stake it till you make it 55.55. But don't cry. Dry your eyes when your old coins die. Pulse chain will be insane and the gains will reign truly. Snack on blockchains like my name is Scooby. Eve got a strap down with gas now, but Rick's about to burn the fees up just like a joint getting passed around. My whole Hex fam be all bros with Lambos. Worst nightmare to this crypto like Rambo. It's going up like a ship to the stars. It's always giving the creator, he must have a rich heart. Pulse chain gang got me all covered in bling. They're covered in rings. Ricky keeps doing his thing. Got a bunch of fucking haters in your crypto fam. So good with numbers, dumb enough to think that Hex is scam. Know-it-alls know it all, but bits tanking now. 40% isn't enough, go get a bank account. When we compare what they can give you on a yearly gain, I'll be flexing with Hex and you'll stress insane. When I'm rich, I'll impress and forget your name. Ethereum is going down sincerely. Pulse chain gang.
My whole life, I've been giving people what they want, giving them amazing deals. But by the way, I've been in business a long fucking time. I had hundreds of thousands of customers. And name one motherfucker that got a bad deal. Fuck getting scammed. Let's talk about just even get a bad deal. Didn't even get a good deal. Who the fuck would that be? Anybody in my car stereo store get a bad deal? Anybody in my search engine optimization company get a bad deal? Anyone in my mortgage company get a bad deal? Anyone in my sex toy store get a bad deal? No, motherfucker. Everybody got a good deal every time because I like to make money. You want to make money, give people a good deal. Why would you fuck them over? That's not how you build business.
I mean, not for nothing. I think anybody can do it if you go in and just look it up and figure out. But even when I'm making thumbnails, right? Just a thumbnail, and I use Place It. So like I pay for a subscription because it's got all the stuff there. I can just pull this and change this, and it's like templates. Upload a picture, upload an image. If I have a guest, I can take their avatar or their image, upload it, and put it in there. If I was better at like Photoshop and Blender and different softwares, I could probably do all that stuff myself without whatever. but I just don't have the time to sit and play around and practice with that. But even to make a decent thumbnail,
Or
you watch any of
background.
these YouTube videos on how to make a better, like how to grow your channel and stuff. And it's when people see that thumbnail, do they want to click on it? Are you putting even the words you use and whatever, the colors, there's some psychology in it, just like advertising and marketing and stuff like that, even making a thumbnail. So even that, I go to make a thumbnail for a video or for a stream, and I'm like trying to make it look halfway decent. Because once people click on it, they're already
I
in.
understand the struggle with you there, Craig. It's I'm just like you. I'm not competent in these editing softwares. I'll go into PowerPoint literally, and have to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm using Paint. I'm using
Man, I
PowerPoint.
ain't gonna lie. I still use Paint.
I'm a big fan of Paint.
Paint is the hex of art software. 20 years and still going.
It's the old reliable,
Hasn't
isn't it?
failed yet. Yeah.
It's the one woman that didn't cheat on you.
Yeah. I mean, something quick and down and dirty, like copy, paste, screenshot,
Yeah,
trim it up.
Christian, I haven't tried that yet. I was talking to Craig last night. We were thinking about that. A lot of people using the Chat GPT. You just type in what you want and it creates it.
Yeah,
Tim
or
Pool
you
messes with
can
that a lot.
choose to think for yourself rather than relying on ChatGPT, because I think people are writing in a very dangerous. Humans are trying to replace themselves. Oh, isn't it great? We got this this technology, then put me out of a job.
Yeah. Now there was a streamer.
You have a job?
I can't remember his channel.
Professional asshole.
He was doing. It was a crypto channel. Damn it! I think it was a crypto channel. Anyways, he only made like 2 or 3 videos, but he was using some sort of filter software where he was sitting there talking, but it wasn't him. It was a Shibu. It was a dog. And as he's talking, the dog's little mouth's moving, and it's like his eyes would squint when he everything, like it mimicked his movements.
You can do that in the Snap. What is it?
Yeah, but this
Snap
was
app?
like he was the dog. Like it wasn't just like it put something over his face. Like
Yeah, they have some that are complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could never find it, but it was cool as hell because he was like doing this tutorial for something, crypto or something, and it was just like, wow, the ability that software can do that nowadays. I wish I could figure out what that was, because people would probably rather see a dog up here than me.
Yeah,
like this guy.
like,
This guy could be your host.
Even
Is
on
there,
a basic
is there a
level,
difference?
I don't go in a litter box. Oh wait, that's a cat. Sorry.
Supposed to say you have.
I can't lick my. No, never mind. Yes, I know there's Snapchat filters, but that one, I've looked for it, and I could never find one that was that detailed of like a filter. It's great.
First time I saw a Snapchat filter was a good one. Was Coffee had one on, and it was just like a cartoon version of him.
No, dude.
Yeah.
There was a stream last year with Coffee,
Oh, no,
Motley,
maybe it was Motley.
and Brand, Balliet Brand, Coffee, and Motley, and they were all 3 using the filters, and they put the little kid filter on, and they look like 3 little kids in stream, except for Brand just looked like Brand. I mean, he looked like a little bit younger version, but he already looks like Valley Brand already has such a baby face that that's probably one of my favorite streams I've ever seen. Will go down in history. Those 3, and I can't remember whose stream it was on that they were all 3. I'd love to go back and find that and play that clip, man. It was hilarious because they were all giggling at themselves. They could see themselves, and they just kept laughing and laughing. It was great. But hey, we're coming up on 2 hours. I'm not saying we have to stop, but is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Toby's doing validators. I am still reaching out and trying to find people that have done any hex material or pulse Richard Hart genre material 3D printing files. I would love to start printing hex related, pulse related stuff. if anybody has come up with any of that, if you're good with 3D rendering and Blender and things like that, I want to reach out to Coffee. Somebody told me Das Bomb messes with that stuff. I want to printing Telegram optimally. Is there a hex presence there?
Oh, make one for it.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just kind of starting out. Like I said, I'm doing resin printing. By the way, I'm not doing the real printing, so I'm doing resin. And the detail, it's hard to see.
Yeah,
With
that is awesome, man. Because I know people before they couldn't make miniatures very detailed, but it looks like it's come a long way in the last few years.
Yep. I got this one primered. I haven't painted yet, and then I've got some other ones like these spiders I made. You can't hardly tell.
Have you heard of
and I glued them on the base. I got them primered.
Have you heard of a site called Hoffman Tactical?
No. Here's a smaller one.
Look it up. You're muted, Toby.
This one here, I've got black primered, but I have to.
I said that's badass.
I have to dry brush.
You're
it.
lagging.
Yeah, those are cool.
So literally.
Yeah, you'll have to show me those in person next time I'm up there. Those are
yeah,
cool.
I'll have them painted here pretty soon. But so this is a bottle of resin. This is washable.
Sweet.
What resin? The regular resin, you have to bath it in alcohol, like rubbing alcohol. But that one, I can just dunk them in water after they've printed, clean them up, wash it off with water. And then I have a curing tank, which you can make your own. It's UV. Basically, it's almost like a microwave spinning wheel, but you put the hood over it and it's got UV lights in it, and it stuff goes in there, and that UV light cures it and hardens it. So I could make keychains, earrings, coasters. There's some hex-shaped shelving. They're little hexagons, and they can slide into one another, so you can attach them to each other. And you can. Some people make them, and they put them. It almost looks like a honeycomb, and they can put all their little miniatures in the little shelves. So I was thinking about building one of those, and eventually, when I get the back behind me all cleaned up, I could have the background again like I used to, and I have that hexagon there with some LEDs behind it that'll light it up behind all the hexes.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
But I can print them.
Nice.
I can print as many as I
Sounds
want.
like you're gonna rock it, man. It sounds awesome.
It's fun. It's a cool hobby. I mean, getting the stuff to get set up, I spent a few $100, but like the resin, that little Minotaur is probably like a nickel's worth of plastic, So it's a fun hobby. That one color though, when they actually print this color. It's like a flesh tone, but they make other color prints, and there's resins and stuff. Anyways, it's something that I could do, that I enjoy doing as a hobby, but also do stuff for the community. Because again, I said this the other night, but my dream is someone to create a 3D rendering of Richard Hart sitting on a throne with a hex shaped behind him, leaning on his throne like a king, with the scepter, with the hex diamond on the end of a scepter, with his hex medallion on, dressed like a king in the robe with the crown, but have the like LV logos on it, like it's LV set. And then print that and paint them.
Be slick.
And then I could gift them to people like, Toby, man, we're friends. Here's yours, right? You have yours. It's a one of a kind, handmade,
sweet
Richard Hart thing, right? I don't know. To me, I think that would be awesome, but I don't know how to. I can't do digital.
Yeah,
stuff.
people love shit like that. I mean, like, or reach out to like Hex Toys, and maybe you can help you market it and get like an order together for it. And I mean, people love that shit. It's like
dude, I'd love to send Richard one someday if it was that good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
It'd be cool as hell to know
Totally.
that something you made for
Totally.
him was sitting behind him when he's on stream or something. Like, I made that.
Hey, did he ever light
and
his
it's like, I mean,
candle?
it's of value. You know what I mean? It's like
be fun.
not
too.
yet.
He hasn't streamed, and Maddie has a doomsday
I'm
clock.
gonna 131 days, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
It's since the last Hex meetup that Maddie did, the Hex conference in Vegas, I think. So yeah, it's been a minute.
You're
But
lagging
guys,
a
I'm gonna
little,
have to
Toby.
tap out. It's been a couple hours since you guys started, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to, and I'm
I think-
lagging again anyhow. So
I think we're going to
But,
end anyway for today. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Just trying to get back in the routine of streaming. I know today, like right now, we get 21 people. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. We're going to keep doing this Saturdays. We're going to be getting guests and stuff. Toby's got a few friends that he's talked about maybe reaching out to.
Sweet.
You would be pleasantly surprised. Guests we have not had on before, and
Nice.
then I may start reaching out to people we've had on before just to get the momentum. It's been a crazy couple weeks, so this is not the best time to be trying to contact people and take up their time to do this. But as we get further into Pulse Chain and the bridge clog, and Toby, don't let me forget, thanks to Freddie Quotes, I am going to check on getting some t-shirts made that says Pulse Chain launch with the date on it. And then it's going to have a picture of a bridge with a bunch of like armored cars trying to get across the bridge, all like traffic jam. And it's going to say, I survived the clogging. I survived the clogging Pulse ramp 2023 or something like that. I think that would be a great
What time
t-shirt.
of day did you think of that?
When you stay up till 5 a.m. streaming for 8 hours,
Yeah.
that's Toby. You come up with some
Most
great
days,
shit.
then.
It's almost like better than acid or mushrooms.
some
We
silly
should do it.
shit, right?
We should dedicate
Right.
one night a month to just doing that. So,
All right, let's do it.
I will try to see what it'll take to get a shirt like that made, and hell, I'll put that bitch up on Amazon, or I'll go to Hex Merch and see if they'll post it there.
Thomas Turner saying he needs a link for the shirt.
Yeah, man, that'll be fun. I've thought about also making some sort of a Gen Hex type limited edition shirt that we could get and maybe put up, do a merch shop eventually for Pulse and Hex merch, but with our logo on it too. So it's like specific, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just a generic shirt that says Hex on it or something.
Right on.
Cool.
Be fun. See what that stuff would takes.
Cool,
Some of
man.
that is about just getting the design, and
Well,
then
thanks.
you could go through Amazon merch and they actually make the shirts and sell them. You just set it up. So anyways, everybody have a good weekend. What's
Cool.
left of it. Next weekend is a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
We'll plan on streaming on Saturday, but look for the tweet and the posts, and that's it.
Sounds good.
Sweet. It was
Wonderful.
fun, guys. Always a
See you
pleasure.
guys.
So see you next
good to see
week.
Toby, Sammy, Craig.
We don't have an outro. I forgot to load one. So bye.
What? No outro.
No
I gotta work on
Okay,
that.
on three.
Adios.
1, 2, 3. Say outro. 1, 2, 3.
Outro.